Welcome back, everybody. It is your boy Broncos Guru coming back at you again with this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. Our first boater this week, that's going to take us up to the Ohio River, where a 1,200-foot Florida Marine and Transport barge and tug collided with the Ludlow Bromley Yacht Club. There was no damage reported to the barge, but several of the vessels that were docked at the yacht club were sent drifting down the river after the collision. The yacht club is said to be a complete loss. As you can see here, there are still parts of the dock and boats attached to the barge. As we come a little further up the barge after this, you will also notice that part of the restaurant is still attached to the barge up there as well. They're still investigating the cause, but there's a rumor that there was another barge that was sunk earlier in the week, and they had to adjust some channel markers, and they're thinking that may be the cause of this accident. Our next boater this week was sent in by Philip Mather over on Facebook, and these guys decided to build their own amphibious vehicle. As you can tell by this beer right here in the front with the driver, things aren't going to go well. These guys, I can't figure this one out exactly, but they've got their trailer still attached to the boat. Now, this didn't happen by accident. You can tell by the way this is rigged up, it was done intentionally. The only thing I can possibly figure out is they decided they were going to build their own amphibious vehicle, hoping with enough power and trim that when they hit the right bank, they could go ahead and get this boat right out of the water just by powering it up. Next boater this week left Plymouth with their 5 and 6 year old son to go out on a nice fishing trip. They did leave a float playing with some family members, and when they didn't make their destination in Provincetown because their 20-foot Wellcraft's motor had broke down, the Coast Guard was contacted. These guys had no radio equipment on board, so they were kind of difficult to get a hold of, but the Coast Guard went out there and searched for them and wound up finding them adrift at 3:30 in the morning. Always carry some kind of radio equipment or some kind of cell phone with you at least, guys. Our next boater seems to be one of these all too often scenes we see here, where this 35-foot Monterey decided they were going to go out for a nice evening cruise with 4 people on board. When around 9:15 p.m. they wound up hitting the break wall. Now, there was 3 to 5 foot seas, it was at night, so it was a little bit hard to see, and several people said the way the lights are lined up there can be difficult to get around. I'm sure that the captain's blood alcohol level of 0.19 had nothing to do with this accident at all. It really was just a misconception of where the lights were, and they just hit it on accident. Our last boater this week was sent in by Kevin Gaffney over on Facebook, when Bahia Vang went out into Half Moon Bay looking for some salmon, looking for that big catch, and you know what? He found just that. As he was coming back in, he heard some screams coming, and he went over to investigate and found this gentleman with his boat swamped in Half Moon Bay. Luckily, Vang had a radio on board and was able to contact Coast Guard and other authorities to get somebody out there to rescue this guy. This guy could have been in real big trouble because this water is notoriously cold here. With large seas, things could have gotten rough real quick. Way to go, Mr. Vang. This is not a boneheaded boater, a great rescue. If you guys ever see anything interesting going on in your waterways, be sure to hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. Send me some pictures and video, and you never know, it may make it in my video as well. Also, we do some giveaways over there also. Some of you may remember these. These are the Core Essential sunglasses that we were promoting for the last couple weeks. These are the ones with the magnets inside where they'll connect together so you won't lose your sunglasses ever. We gave a pair away to Jimmy over here on YouTube. Also gave a pair away to Tyler. Thanks for sending the pictures in, guys. I hope you enjoy the sunglasses. If you haven't already, please go ahead and drop an anchor on that subscribe button. If you don't, I don't know what I'm going to steal this week. Let me know what I should steal next week. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.